Hey y'all, this is Cheryl and thanks for joining me for another digital scrapbooking process video. Today I'm going to be scrapping a couple of photos of my son, and I'll be using a kit from just Jaimee and Pink Reptile Designs, as well as some worn page edges by Lynn Grieveson. The photos I took, we had gone to my mom's for dinner on a Friday evening, and my aunt and uncle were in town. And Daniel, is the youngest, and he had gone outside and had been running around. And my mom usually always has something growing, blooming, whether it's weeds or real flowers or whatever, there's something. And he found this particular flower and brought it into me. And when he first walked into the room, he had it like tucked behind his back. And with this little smile on his face. So he gave me the flower and he said it was for me. And I then asked him if he would mind if I took his picture. So he posed for me with the flower and everything. And that's what this layout is about. It's what I love most about you. And what I love most about him is that he's very thoughtful. So while he was outside, exploring, doing boy things, whatever, he thought about me, and that he knows I love flowers, and that I always think it's a big deal when he brings me one, because it always is. And he's done it since he was a little bitty fella. He's loved to do that. And I also love that he knew instinctively that I would want to take a photo of him with it, and didn't argue or fuss or anything about, me wanting to do it. He just smiled kindly and held up the flower, and I just I like I like the expression on his face, and yeah, he's just a sweet, sweet kid. So that's what the photos are about. And I chose this kit called Oh Boy, and if you go look at the preview, if you look at any of the example layouts, there's a lot of fun layouts about boys or children getting up to no good, into mischief. But when I saw the colors, and I had been recently through my Lightroom catalog and had seen this particular photo, the close-up one, and I thought, I think the colors would work really well with those photos, and I think I'm going to try it. And I liked that piece of word art that said, what I love most about you. So I thought I would give it a try. And at first, when I made the photo so big, and I was starting to add some pieces, and I was like, I don't know if this is going to work or not. I may have to grab another kit. And I decided to just persevere, and I'm so glad I did, because I really like how the darker pieces pull out, that navy blue in his shirt. I like the oranges, and the bright greens, just very colorful and happy page. So I liked adding all the little paint pieces, the stamps. That scatter of the alphabet is just too cute, and in the center it says "Oh boy." I do end up moving that too and duplicating it to a couple of different places, but yeah, it's just, like the word art that says this right here, and the one on the side, I'm putting this label underneath it that says captured, is actually the bottom of a frame, a photo frame, and I just tucked it underneath the photo and rotated it. And I thought I was going to use that little banner, but I decided no, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want that much orange on the page right there. So I do end up adding some little pieces that add some more stars down towards the bottom. That will be enough of the orange for me. And then I'm adding this little bitty tiny like enamel dot or little sticker with the heart in it. And I really love this that says the story. And while I'm there, I end up taking off the stamp of the leaves that I had added. Yep. And that line of stars is just going to bring a little bit of color, and I also liked the white. It balanced out the white on the page as well. I just felt like it made my eye flow, you know, across the photos up and down more. So I decide, oh gee, it'd be nice to have a place to journal. So I add this journal card, and then I'm like, I don't really want those little alpha stamp scatters. So I decided I'm going to move it around, and I didn't like that because there was nothing else up there in that corner. So I pulled it down to the bottom and then up to the top. Just duplicated it a few times till I got it looking like I wanted it to. And then I decide I'm going to add a background paper. And then before I journal, or after I journaled, I ended up adding a worn overlay by Lynn Grieveson. You saw the preview, but you won't see me use it. But basically, you just clip your paper to it, and it has the worn edge look on top of it. You can see it here. I just loved it. So I know I'll be using that quite a bit. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you do, give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.